Hello, welcome back, and we are going to solve a volume problem using a rectangular prism. And so we're finding the volume of a rectangular prism. So let's get started. The practice problem says, let's save the planet and pick up our trash from the beach. What is the volume of this container that is a rectangular prism? So we've got some steps listed to kind of help guide us. And the first step says write the formula for volume. So our formula is volume equals big B times H. So let's do that first. And our second step says understand that big B represents length times width. And so big B is not the same as little b. Big B is actually your surface value, and so our length, which is right here, and our width, which is right here, cover this area right here. And so I need to find the length times the width to find big B. And so let's go ahead and substitute those in our formula. So big B, which is length times width, we're looking at length, and that's right over here. It comes to about 3.5, 3.5. I know this because it's on the fourth tick mark, and there's total 8 between 3 and 4. And if I look at 4/8, I know that that's 1/2. I could also simplify by 4, and that would be 1/2. You can do division if you'd like. But when you divide and you do your inside outside, as we've practiced in the past, you will get 5/10. And so I know that this little section right here is 1/2, and so the value is 3.5. All right, so let's go through and fill in and substitute our values. So the length is 3.5, and our width is 2 inches, as shown in the problem. And then our last part right here, H, which is height, is right over here, 2.5 or 2 5/10. And now we've substituted the variable for the numbers in the problem. Now we need to go through and solve. So let's multiply 3.5 times 2. We'll come down over here and show our work. 5 times 2 is 10. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And notice I've got one decimal place here, so I start very right and I move over, and you get a 7. You don't have to write the decimal in a 0. That's a whole number. It's just 7. And then I bring down the rest of my problem. So now we've got 7 times 2.5, or 2.5. So let's go down here and show our work. 5 times 7 is 35. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 3. And then we've got that one decimal place right here, so I move over one time. And so my final product is 7 5/10. And not forgetting our measurement or our unit, which is inches. And because this is volume and it's 3-dimensional, it's cubed. So the volume of this rectangular prism container is 17.5 or 17.5 inches cubed.